NFL on CBS this week, the Buffalo Bills hitting the road to take on the New York Jets in their Week 2 divisional matchup. What other magic tricks does Josh Allen have in his hat during Sunday Night Football? You remember this? Allen pulled off an insane comeback against the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, the Jets coming off a close loss to the Steelers and ex-New York quarterback Aaron Rodgers. Despite the loss, though, quarterback Justin Fields, strong performance in his Jets debut, posting 218 yards, 1 passing touchdown, and 2 rushing touchdowns. The MVP, though, comes up when needed most, comes up clutch. Josh Allen, look at the numbers there. 16 of 21, 269 total yards, 3 touchdowns against the Baltimore Ravens. For much more on what to expect, though, this time around against the Jets, let's go ahead and bring in Leger Douzable, who's back with us. Jacqueline DiGagostino. I'm Jordan Giorgio. Let's go ahead and talk about this. Bills favored by a touchdown entering this one against your New York Jets. What are you expecting in this one?
It's just going to be an interesting game because I wonder have the Bills fixed their issues when it comes to stopping the run. I feel like Derrick Henry and Lamar Jackson are still running against them. Now, it took Josh Allen being Superman in that fourth quarter to the graphic that we just saw. He led his team on 3 straight scoring drives. Had a little bit of luck, too, because that tip pass on 4th down to Keon Coleman. But when it's cooking for you, it's cooking for you. But we see the Jets finally establish a physical run game. Like, Pittsburgh has been synonymous with being able to stop the run. Well, that Jets offensive line pushed them around. So that's the matchup I want to see, right? I thought Ed Oliver, the defensive tackle for the Bills, he had a really good game. But besides him, they could not stop the run for anything. The safeties, they even put DeMar Hamlin in. He was a starter last year. Cole Bishop was a starter. They benched him and put DeMar Hamlin in. So I honestly thought maybe, we saw Jabril Peppers just signed to the Pittsburgh Steelers. I thought maybe they would sign him because he's a safety that is really good in the run game. But that's the matchup I want to see. Yes, Josh Allen is going to beat Josh Allen, and we'll talk about him later on in the segment. But have the Bills fix their issues when it comes to stopping a physical run game? That's what I'm going to be locked in for.
All right, if we zoom out, and we're already talking Super Bowl, which is kind of crazy, but whatever, right? So they've reopened as a Super Bowl favorites to win Super Bowl 60 at plus 650. Do you like that they're already getting this Super Bowl hype again this early in the season and adding to that pressure? And it's a team that's been under that pressure and the fan base is just so hungry for a Super Bowl win. Do you like them in this spot? Do you think they can handle it?
This is a franchise that has never won a Super Bowl. So they know that it's Super Bowl or bust for them. The players won't talk about it, but everybody knows. Like, they've been to a couple of AFC Championship games. They haven't been able to get over the hump and even get into the Super Bowl. So when you look at this team and Josh Allen winning the MVP last year, like, the next step is to win a Lombardi trophy. It's to beat Patrick Mahomes and get to the next level, which is the Super Bowl. So you see right there, odds to win the AFC East. Now, it might be the biggest slant in any division as far as the Bills and the rest of the AFC East. But it's Super Bowl or bust for this team. Whether they want to, acknowledge that pressure or not, Jacqueline, it is what it is. Like, when you've been playing as well as they've played and you're the current reigning MVP, it's Super Bowl or bust for your team.
We saw Josh Allen in full force on Sunday. 394 total passing yards. We showed you the graphic, though, just in the fourth quarter alone. 269, 4 total touchdowns on the day, 2 on the ground, 2 in the air, no interceptions. Where do this Jets defense even begin to contain him?
First and foremost, you use the perfect word at the end, contain him, because he made so many plays outside of the pocket. And for some odd reason, I don't know if the defensive line for the Ravens' cleats weren't working, but they were constantly on the floor, and Josh Allen was constantly getting outside the pocket. Even, we talked about that lucky catch that Keon Coleman had off the tip pass. That happened with Josh Allen getting outside the pocket. So you have to keep Josh Allen in the pocket. He's tough enough already to stop just in the pocket because he can throw it anywhere on the field when he wants to. But if you allow him to get outside the pocket, you have no chance. So it always comes down to, when you play a guy like Josh Allen, pass rush lane discipline. And when I say pass rush lane discipline, you have to funnel that guy in. Don't give him any windows to throw in. Don't give him any windows to run in. If you're the outside edge guy, you have to keep contained. If you're running a pass rush game, the other guy has to contain. You cannot let Josh Allen outside the pocket because that's when he becomes his most dangerous.
And Leisha, you kind of already alluded to this with the Bills, trying to stop the run. When your quarterback is Josh Allen and he plays superhero, we kind of forget about the defensive struggles and the fact that they went up 40 points, right? Do you think this defense can kind of maybe learn something, of course, when you're defending a dual threat quarterback like Lamar Jackson, and then next up is Justin Fields? Are you expecting them to learn something from what they saw from Lamar Jackson and yet another dual threat quarterback?
We're going to find out, Jacqueline.
Yeah.
100% we're going to find out. And this was the Achilles heel for this team last year. Like, everybody knew what this offense was. We knew they had a strong offensive line. We knew with James Cook they had a really good Pro Bowl running back. We knew they had an MVP caliber quarterback. The question was, could this defense get the necessary stops when they needed to? And yesterday they didn't prove they could. The Ravens essentially handed them the game, right? You got a Derrick Henry fumble, also giving up that field goal right before halftime with 15 seconds on the clock. That's just not good for situational football awareness by the Ravens. So we'll learn about this defense because they got pushed around by that Ravens offensive line. This is a young, hungry Jets offensive line where Breece Hall went over 100 yards. Justin Fields ran for nearly 50 yards as well. If they don't get it together as far as getting off blocks, and those safeties don't have great run fits when it comes to running in the alley and being able to protect the running back one-on-one, it's going to be another long day at the office for this defense.
With all this being said, let's get a game pick from you.
I'm going to go +7. New York Jets,
wow.
No surprise,
Shocker.
right? But I have some research for you guys.
Okay, hit
Josh
us with
Allen,
research.
in his last 3 games at MetLife, 5 interceptions, and he's 1-2 versus Jets at MetLife. For some odd reason, just like Joe Burrow when he goes to the Cleveland Browns, it's tough for Josh Allen when he goes to MetLife. I like the Jets to cover the +7.
All right. I'm still kind of shocked that the Jets are the long shot in the division.
That is kind of weird after we saw what Miami and the Patriots did.
The Jets looked a whole lot better.
They don't got
than
no
the
respect for
Dolphins.
us.
No, little chip on your shoulder, right?
Oh, it's going to be a good one.
Loaded slate, Jordan, on Sunday for CBS.
Yes, it is. We'll be back in a moment here on CBS Sports HQ. When we return, we'll give you Bud Elliott's college football playoff projections. The USF Bulls. We're going to just keep talking about it, Jacqueline. I'm sorry.
It's fine. I'm going to leave.
Where,
I'm gonna walk out of the studio.
where do they land in Bud's projections?